Okay, let's get into some lines of sight, tips and tricks, and overall good angles to hold on Haven. Okay, so firstly, this spawn peek I really like. Just come right up against here and jiggle peek this corner. You might be able to catch someone as they run right past. Another good thing to do is if you can make it over here before anyone's seeing you, you can catch people really off guard as they cross right there. Onto a site. I really like to play behind this big box for multiple reasons. So firstly, you have a really nice angle onto short right here as people walk out, and you also have a really nice angle onto long if you can jiggle peek it well. Then a really good off angle to hold is right here, right as people come up from short. You'll catch people off guard as they walk up. They usually won't look to check right there. They'll be checking sight, maybe window, and they won't see you right here. You can headshot them. Secondly, a really good spot to hold is right. It's a really strong angle. Really good is right here. So if I shoot the wall right here, you'll be able to see that you'll be able to shoot them right here, but only your head will be visible right there, so you can catch some people really off guard. Obviously, window is really strong to hold with either an op or a rifle, but I don't always recommend it because you'll either have to jump down or rotate all the way around. Lastly, probably another great spot, probably my favorite spot on this map is this angle right here onto sight. You can see directly onto sight anyone that crosses over right here, especially strong with an op. You can look through and body shot someone pretty easily. Alright, let's move on to B site. So B site is a little bit tricky because it's obviously directly in the center of the map, so they can kind of rotate through either A or C and get you. But a really good spot, here's a simple one. You can sit here. This is if you know they're rushing and they've pushed you off site. You can sit here, either jiggle peek it with a rifle or just op them. The standard op spot for mid is going to be right here. Just watching anyone that could come past. Another really good spot is all the way back here. And this is great because you can really go all the way back here and watch anyone that might try to push out of B, and you can even see they can plant all along here, so you can catch someone planting maybe. Lastly, I would not recommend playing this spot. It's extremely wall bangable and you're vulnerable. You might be able to hold off pretty well, but they can essentially just spam this and get you out of the way pretty quick. Lastly, as another really good pixel peek, I really like this spot. If you come up to the right corner of this and scope in, you're able to see barely through these mid doors right here. You'll be able to see people right as they walk past here, and they will not be able to see you very well, but you will be able to have a really good, specifically op shot on them. And also from the attacking side, you know that you're going to want to jiggle peek or op this spot, as there will probably be somebody sitting there. Yeah, and that'll just about do it for B site. Yeah, basically, don't play here.
10 seconds left.
You have this spot all the way back here, and the same spot on the other side, and your standard op mid peak. Alright, let's move on to site C. Okay, so for C is interesting because it has that long corridor. C, I would absolutely not recommend spawn peeking. And the reason for that being is that you have to walk down this really long corridor with nowhere to really like jiggle peek. Obviously you can play here, but you're going to get caught as you'll have to get to the other side and you'll probably die. So I don't really recommend that corner. Yeah, like I said, if you try to spawn peek this, you probably will die unless you can sneak here and catch someone with an off angle. This is kind of a nasty off angle. And while we're over here, let me just show you. This is a really good spot for catching anyone rotating. So specifically, if your whole team goes long A and you sit here, someone's bound to rotate from C or B through mid, and you can pop them with a headshot and then go join your team. Okay, so let's move on to site. So site C, I generally like to play sort of like A and just play behind this big box. You can op right here. You know they're going to come from the left. Body shot them as they move by. An interesting spot is right here. They probably will not check this. This won't be the first thing they check, so might be able to get you a free, easy kill as you walk by. Because usually they're going to be checking here, here, maybe even here, and you might not be seen. A cheeky little spot post plant, if you know they're coming from over there, as you can sit right here, but of course you are very vulnerable from over here. Lastly, if you are being covered, if someone is covering your mid, you can sit right here and watch the crossfire as they walk onto C site. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for lines of sight on Haven. Thanks for watching.